kind of stuff. And your show's on Wednesday nights here on the Tan Talk Radio Network at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
What is 68 feet long over an incredible 14 feet wide 14 feet when fully erected, and makes this unit one of the world's largest on the road? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, let me take a guess. And it's roadworthy?
It's roadworthy. Mm-hmm.
And it's street legal?
Yes, street legal. Mm-hmm.
A huge truck?
Yes, a big rig. It's the BA Barbecue.
The BA Barbecue.
BABBQ.com. And I have Anthony, who's on the line with us in the Foxxxy Forum. Anthony, welcome in.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're doing great. I'm here tonight with Robert, who has a show that is on the Tan Talk Radio Network, and myself. We're talking about tailgating, and you're bringing something very impressive to the Florida State Fair next week, aren't you, dear?
Oh yeah, it's the world's largest mobile barbecue. It was custom made in our shop. We rolled it out last December, and it is the world's largest mobile barbecue.
Unbelievable. You talk about a mobile barbecue, so you can actually cook on this thing?
Oh yeah, it's a fully operational restaurant. We have, everything down from hot water, instant hot water heater, to waste tanks, to grills, to smokers. The whole atmosphere of a restaurant on a trailer.
Unbelievable. Now, do you have sleeping arrangements on this too? Can you sleep on this rig?
Well, you can if you want to, but I don't recommend it. We do have a double bunk in the semi that we do attach to it, but we normally get hotels and things like that, but it is capable.
That's amazing. Now, you're coming down to partake in the Florida State Fair, right?
Correct. We'll actually be leaving right after the Super Bowl on Sunday. We just got off of our small first tour with Harley-Davidson dealers. We'll be coming back down on this Sunday, getting prepped for the State Fair and pulling in for next Thursday. That's
amazing. And we're going to be doing a live remote of the Foxxxy Forum next Friday night from the Florida State Fair, so I'm looking forward to interviewing
you. Wow.
I think Jake is going to be on next week.
Yes, he is.
That's great. Now, I saw when I was checking out your website, which is BABBQ.com, that you can grill over 4,000 hot dogs at one time. That's unbelievable.
Yes, it's a record that we're planning to set. Hopefully, Guinness Book comes back and says, "Hey, let's try and make a record of it." I don't know of any that is so far, but we can grill over 4,000 hot dogs at one time.
Well, we just had Tommy Z-Man on the first hour of our show, and he was talking about the statistics relating to the Super Bowl on Sunday in Indianapolis, and that during that game, 5,000 hot dogs are going to be consumed. So basically, if they had the BABBQ rig roll up to the Super Bowl, they could just, put all those hot dogs on there, and they'd be able to take care of all the fans.
Oh, and in about an hour, we could cook all them hot dogs for everybody.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Now, besides just hot dogs, you have other things on this rig, right? What other type of meats do you have?
Oh yeah, we have our ribs that we make. We have our pulled pork, our pulled chicken, our pulled beef, which is a really nice slow cooked brisket that we do over 16 hours. Our pulled pork's a nice pulled pork that we do with a sirloin, or not a sirloin, excuse me,
you have like a black diamond steak, don't you?
We did have a black diamond steak. That's for our smaller events.
Okay.
We do prepare a black diamond for the smaller events. We have everything down to funnel sticks for kids, fresh cut fries. Anything that pertains to barbecue that you could come to mind, pretty much we can handle.
We're on the phone with Anthony from BABBQ.com, who's going to be at the Florida State Fair next week. Now if I was going to have a little tailgating party at my house, you'd probably be overkill if I were to roll you up, right? So what are the type of venues that you go to with your rig?
People cater us out for their small corporate events, major events, the fairs. Daytona Beach Bike Week will be downtown Main Street for that, right at Stevenson Tires. A catering company says, "Hey, would you guys like to join us in an event or a fundraiser for a fire department?" Or, we teamed up with Breast Cancer Awareness, Feel Your Boobies, Breast Cancer Awareness. We'll be doing a small event for them this coming year sometime. Any kind of fundraiser that a town would want to put together as well.
I like the Feel Your Boobies part. We're big on the the breast cancer fundraiser here on the Foxxxy Forum. And Robert has a question.
Yeah, what was the motivation for this, and where are you based out of?
We're based out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So a lot of people don't know Pennsylvania's barbecue. Myself and Jake are planning to put BA Barbecue, from Pennsylvania on the map. Motivation for something like this is, we want to do something fun. We didn't want to, be the smallest guy and be a normal guy that comes into a fair or an event with a small trailer and sets up and, just kind of floats like everybody else. We wanted to stand out from everybody that was around us. So we decided, hey, let's just build the world's largest barbecue.
Now, since you're up near Harrisburg, what about Carlisle and Hershey? Do you cater to those events? Because there's a ton of car guys that show up for those events.
We don't do a lot for Carlisle and Hershey. Right now, we're talking to them. It's just for some reason, some places just don't care for it. Hershey has their own way of doing things. They're an independent outfit. They run their whole city in themselves. So if they don't want you there, they won't ask you to come back.
That's it.
I got a question for you too. You were talking about 4,000 hot dogs on that big old grill there. How about chickens? How many chickens can you fit on the grill at one time?
In our smoker, we can probably do about 150 chickens at one time, half chickens. Full chickens, I'd have to measure it out. We could probably do maybe 800, something like that, on all the grills plus the smoker.
Wow. Because there's a really cool event that we have here in Tampa every year that's done by the Kiwanis Club of Tampa where they do a chicken fundraiser. And I don't remember how many chickens they actually cook over that thing, but I know they have all these separate grills. They could just basically have your rig roll up and cook them all at one time.
Oh, absolutely. We do everything on open charcoal, so it really gives a good flavor. There's no gas grills or anything like that. We do open charcoal and wood for smoking in our smoker, so it really gives a natural taste too. So definitely chicken barbecues would be a specialty.
Oh, that's great.
Do you have now all the food? Do you have like refrigeration capabilities on your truck?
Oh yeah, we actually have a secondary truck. It's called a chase truck. We named it the chase truck. It kind of travels along with the main truck, does our running for us. It has it's an 18-foot reefer unit. So we go out, we grab our supplies, or we get reloaded at our bread facility, and we come back to the truck, and that's how we service it.
What's the longest distance you've traveled?
Well, we're down in Florida right now, so it's a little over 900 miles.
Okay.
Wow, that's great. Now,
go ahead.
I was going to say, are there prices for these things on your website, or how can people get more detailed information?
Well, if people want to get detailed information or event quote or catering option, you can go on our website. You can just email the main corporate office, and it'll be responded promptly.
Okay, and that website is babbq.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Robert, did you have one more question?
No, I'm fine. I mean, do you plan on building a secondary truck, or do you plan on expanding and going out west, or what are the parameters?
Yes, we do. We have plans to build 2 more trucks this year, one for the West Coast, one for a local in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania region, and one to travel up and down the East Coast.
Well, that's super.
So we'll have three total.
Love that.
Well, you need to check into some of the car venues because I'm sure we have some huge events here on the East Coast of the United States. As a matter of fact, Watkins Glen is a huge event, and that's not too far from you, too. That's on the other side of New York there.
Yeah.
And so some of the racing events, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll see you at some of these events in the upcoming months.
I'll tell you what, Florida's been a nice place for us as well. We've been down there for the past 2 weeks. We came home for a couple of days, but we're really digging Florida and the weather. So I mean that might be an option too, to stick around Florida for a while.
Well, Anthony, I want to thank you for being a guest on the Foxxxy Forum tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you next week when we do our live remote from the fairgrounds.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, you've been listening to the Foxxxy Forum. Coming up next is our new news. Stay with us. After that, we are going to have Virgil Kane, who's going to be talking about tailgating. You're listening to the Foxxxy Forum.